I'm Jerry Ingram with Volunteer Home Mortgage, and I am this morning's sponsor. More about what my business can help with all your mortgage needs is coming up soon. But first things first, let's get over to Wake Up with Witcher, which is coming up next.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Grab a cup of coffee, or rather cold brew here this morning. The heat and humidity really start to build back in throughout the day today, and that's going to last all the way through our Friday with a bit of relief anyways, just a skosh anyways, as we get into the upcoming weekend. Good morning, happy hump day, everybody. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher. If you're new to the program, welcome to Wake Up with Witcher, and we have a lot to talk about here this morning. It is going to be an extended forecast. Why? Because, well, there's a lot to talk about. And B, we've got the 4th of July right around the corner tomorrow. And that's a big day, an important day, and a lot of folks are going to be traveling as well. All right, let's talk about the forecast here. First things first, we'll start you off with the almanac from yesterday. We had just slightly above average temperatures by 2, 3, 4 degrees or so in most locations. Made it to 92 in Knoxville, 85 Crossville, 93 Chattanooga, and 89 degrees in Tri-Cities. So a warm and muggy day yesterday, but it's only going to continue to get worse, I suppose, if you're not a big fan of the heat, worse over the next 2 to 3 days. Live look there in Klingman's Dome. Current temperature, you want to be heat, head up to the higher elevations. It's only 50 degrees right now at Klingman's Dome. Beautiful sunrise, a little bit of valley fog off in the distance here this morning into North Carolina, looking from Purchase Knob, so a nice, quiet start to the day. It's currently 62 there. Look Rock's coming in at 72 with a gorgeous sunrise. A few high-thin clouds hanging out with us this morning there. And temperatures are trending a little bit warmer in most locations. Well, I also want to show you what it looks like in downtown Gatlinburg. The hustle and bustle of the summer season is definitely upon us across Sevier County. We've had Smokies baseball games. We've had a lot of events going on. And, of course, the big 4th of July celebration in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and also downtown Knoxville and many communities around East Tennessee. All right, that's live look there from Maryville and Blount County. Union County cameras not working at the moment. Gorgeous weather to hit the lakes. The Witchers went to the pool yesterday, and it was nice after a day of working in the yard. Nice to cool off, although the pool was a little bit on the toasty side. Definitely on the toasty side, I should say. All right, let's talk about the forecast ahead of us here today. Temperatures are starting off right now in the 60s and the 70s. So it's a warm and muggy start to the day. But again, the warmth is really going to continue to build throughout the day today and the next couple of days. So if you work outside, if you're going to be spending extended amounts of time outside, practice that heat safety, water, light-colored, loose-fitted clothing, extra break, shade, air conditioning, water, i.e. to jump in, not just always drink. Hey, no visibility issues out there to get the morning started. Here's your forecast for the day today. If you need to hit the road, we're going to be warming into the mid-80s by noon today. Plenty of sunshine, a couple of fair weather cumulus clouds today. Should be a warm and muggy day. Temperatures are going to make it into the low to mid-90s. So that's a little bit warmer than what we were yesterday. Plus, you factor in the fact that dew points are starting to climb. But today's dew points aren't even anywhere near what they'll be with us as we wrap up the week and head into the upcoming weekend. Forecast heat index values today. Remember, this is in the shade because we have so much moisture working its way on in. Heat index values will be pushing the upper 90s to low 100s. Okay? And that's just the start of it. Even as we get into the evening hours, look at 6 o'clock tonight, we're still at 93. 8 o'clock tonight, we're still right around 90. So it's going to be warm and muggy until the sun goes down here tonight, my friends. 10 o'clock this evening, we're going to be making our way to right around 84 degrees. So we do have a chance for some isolated strong to maybe a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms as we get into our Thursday, Friday time frame. We're going to be tracking a cold front, and this cold front's going to be swinging its way into the area to bring us relief. Some much-needed rain for some of us. But not all of us are going to see the rainfall. So here we go. Storm Prediction Center has just clipped the plateau in the Northern Valley with a chance for some isolated strong thunderstorms. Again, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot throughout the day on Thursday. So we start Thursday morning off very similar to what it is like this morning. If you have outdoor plans, outdoor events, heading to Festival on the 4th in downtown Knoxville or your local communities, heading to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge for their festival, I just don't think we're going to see a ton of precipitation, okay? But maybe a good idea to always stay on top of the weather situation through the 4th of July and, of course, beyond. And an easy way to do that is of course, the East Tennessee Weather app. So you can see not a whole lot of activity by 3 o'clock on Thursday. I think the greatest extent of showers and maybe a couple strong thunderstorms will again be across the northern valley and the northern plateau. That really should be about the extent of it. So I do think that most will likely stay rain-free. When you look at your rainfall forecast all the way through tomorrow night, again, it just doesn't add up to a whole lot for most locations. But it is the 4th of July. It is summertime, so do anticipate at least a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Now, through the day on Thursday, it is going to be even hotter. So we're still talking low to mid-90s. The Southern Valley could be a degree or two warmer than what we will be throughout the day today. We're going about 94 degrees in Knoxville, but the humidity is going to increase. And so that puts that feels like temperature, the heat index value, back into the low 100s, maybe even close to 106 in Chattanooga, pushing right around 100 degrees in downtown Knoxville. And of course, that's during the peak heating of the day, which is between 4 and 5 o'clock. Even through the evening hours. So here's your fireworks forecast for the 4th of July. Festivities begin into the evening hours, really all day long, of course. But we're still hanging on to about 93 degrees by 6, 89 by 8, and 84 degrees by 10. But it's going to be we're going to experience the air that you can wear. So it would be a warm and muggy night. Nice night to enjoy the fireworks. And again, I don't think we're going to see much in the way of showers and thunderstorms. So, and not a lot of cloud cover. Sometimes we have cloud coverage that's moving its way on in with storms, and it always affects us. But this year, I just don't think that we're going to have a whole lot of activity. Now, as we get into our Friday, Saturday, here comes our cold front. Now, the cold front's going to bring a greater risk for some strong to severe thunderstorms across the Tennessee-Kentucky border and further to the north. So elevated rain chances Friday and Saturday. I think that's going to be our greatest extent for seeing some showers and thunderstorms. We'll show you the regional picture coming up here in just a few minutes. I just want to take a quick break here for a second, say good morning to everybody, but not just that, but we got to give a quick shout out to our Wake Up With Witcher sponsorship this morning. It is Volunteer Home Mortgage. If you're looking for a home mortgage, they've got a slew of loans. Jerry and her team are great. Give them a call at 865-238-7500. They've got, like I said, a slew of full loans available. Conventional, FHA, VA, new construction repair. If you're trying to update your house or maybe try to purchase a second home, a vacation home, because they don't just do mortgages in the state of Tennessee. They're actually able to do mortgages down into Florida and Georgia as well. That's their team. Good-looking team right there. They're mortgage brokers. They can help you find exactly what you need, and everything is confidential. So give Jerry and her team a call today at 865-238-7500 or visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. All right, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? It's a warm and muggy start to the day. Did you happen to see social media yesterday? Yes, I did a bunch of yard work yesterday, and it was hot. And ended up with 2 giant blisters. They've kind of gone away now, but 2 giant blisters right here on my fingers because I have pulled my fair share of weeds this year. We've got this big, long, huge section. And if I finish the project today, you'll see it on social media, of course, the before and after photo. It is like that crabgrass that just kind of overtook our garden beds and where we had mulch. And so I had to get all that up. And those roots were strong. Now, the other day when I was pulling weeds, it was a little bit easier because we had just received a little bit of rain. But yesterday, thanks to the drier air, everything's dried out. It became a little bit harder to get the weeds up. But I did get them all up. I got all the bags of mulch, another 21 bags of mulch to lay down today. And I think I'm going to have to go back and get at least another 10 more. I don't think this is going to cover it all because I have a whole nother section. And I still have a whole nother section in our front yard of trying to get up the weeds. So the Witchers went to the pool yesterday, and we enjoyed a good evening outside. The pool was warm. I don't know what the temperature was, but it was like bath water. So while it was refreshing, it was still on the warm side. Now, it felt great as you got out of the pool because the air wasn't as humid as it's going to be today, tomorrow, Friday. And so it kind of cooled you off a little bit to dip in and then get on out and enjoy. But hopefully you've had a chance to try to stay as cool as you can. So how are you beating this summertime heat? What are we doing? Just staying inside? Good morning, Tom. So glad you're turning on the rain faucets. You the man, he says. Right there. Tom, I'm going to try my best to turn on the rain faucets, but unfortunately, it just doesn't look like it's going to be bringing us a ton of rain. We also are going to talk about the regional forecast and the tropics. Have you been watching or monitoring the tropics at all? Do you even care about the tropics? Maybe if you're heading on vacation, you do. Maybe generally speaking, you probably don't, but this is one to talk about. We're talking about Hurricane Beryl and more on that coming up here in just a few minutes. Good morning, Bonnie. Bonnie's joining us this morning. Glad you could join us on Wake Up with Witcher. Tammy Reed's on here as well. Have hay to work. Let's see what she say. Have hay to work in late today. Whew. It's going to be a hot day for a hay day. Hopefully your hay fever doesn't pick up too much. All right, so let's talk about the big picture weather pattern, okay? We talked about those rain chances, and those rain chances are going to be a little bit more elevated again Friday and Saturday. So let me show you the big picture. If you have any travel plans, I've gotten several messages on social media saying, hey, I'm traveling to Louisiana, I'm going to Texas, I'm going down to the beach. How's the forecast look? And remember that the East Tennessee Weather app goes wherever you go. And so just make sure that you download the East Tennessee Weather app because it will GPS your location and give you important information for your location across the continental U.S. All right, here we go. Futurecast. Picking up our timeline this morning. High pressure is anchored across the eastern seaboard, so not a lot of activity. It's strong high pressure, so that brings in a lot of subsidence, or rather sinking air. And so that sinking air is going to be stronger than the rising air from the sunshine and the heat and humidity. So again, not expecting a whole lot of shower and thunderstorm activity. Now, as we get into our 4th of July, if you happen to have any travel plans around the region, well, we are going to start to see some showers and thunderstorms, and I think we'll see a few showers and storms, again, mainly across the plateau, southeastern Kentucky, but the bulk of the energy is going to be a little bit further to our north. Here comes our Friday cold front. This is going to spill in some showers, some storms, the possibility of some strong thunderstorms across parts of the region as well. For us here locally, expect those showers and storms to pick up late morning into the early afternoon. Hopefully, we all get some sort of rainfall. Again, I don't think it's going to be a ton. So you can see this little bubble of no trouble, the ridge of high pressure across the eastern seaboard, kind of holding off all those rain chances until the cold front can come on through as we get into our Friday afternoon, which will start to spill in a little bit, or rather much needed rain around the area. Remember, the U.S. Drought Monitor comes out tomorrow, and so we'll see what they've done and expand. I'm sure are going to expand possibly the moderate drought that's only over in the Morgan and also Cumberland County. I would imagine they expand that a little bit more so tomorrow. All right, here's the reason why we're warming up. Big old upper level ridge in the upper parts of the atmosphere. That's what's bringing us the substance, the sinking air. Our jet stream is way up into Canada. However, there's a little trough that's going to dig its way into the high plains in the upper Midwest as we get into our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And this trough, while it's not going to swing all the way through our area, so we're not talking about a big cool down as we get into the weekend. We are talking about a cool down, a little bit more seasonable weather on the way, but it looks like much cooler air expected across parts of the Great Lakes area. That trough is going to kind of shrink that ridge of high pressure, and that's going to allow our temperatures to be more seasonable into the upcoming weekend. So when you look at your forecast dew points, look at just the incredible amounts of moisture. Dew points in the 70s is incredibly high. And that's what makes it feel so much hotter. Now, as we get into our Saturday, you can see how this drier air is going to start to set up shop, well, through the day on Saturday, more so into Sunday. And so we are looking at slightly drier air for our Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. When you look at your dew point trend, dew points are going to continue to climb into the low to mid 70s all the way through Saturday. Then the cold front comes through, so Saturday evening through the day on Sunday, we'll start to see that drier air. Like I said, slightly drier air. It's not a lot. We go from 75 for a dew point down to 68, but every little bit counts when it's this hot, because the higher the dew point, the more uncomfortable it feels, i.e. heat index values. We've got excessive heat values all the way over into parts of the Mississippi River Valley. That's going to continue today and tomorrow. The entire state of Tennessee and the entire region. So again, if you have travel plans, make sure you pack your car appropriately. If you break down on the side of the road, you got to have some water with you. If your car, if you don't have any AC left in your car because it breaks down or something like that, you need to try to stay as cool as you can. So if you're heading on vacation and whatnot, make sure you pack a cooler with some extra water. Friday, we're going to continue to hang on to the heat index values. We'll do it a little bit on Saturday, but not a ton. Heat index values start to come on down, not just Saturday, but we'll do it again on Sunday. So again, a little bit of relief from the excessive heat that we are going to experience today, tomorrow, and Friday. You can see those temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s all the way through Friday, and then upper 80s to low 90s. Hey, how about that? Yeah, seasonable weather is on the way. Average high for this time of year is 88 degrees. We'll be right there Saturday through next Tuesday. So that's going to be nice. Now, our low temperatures will be elevated all the way through Saturday, but then a little bit closer to those seasonal averages as we get into, say, Sunday through next Wednesday. Again, slightly drier air, slightly more seasonable temperatures are on the way. But the Climate Prediction Center is saying, hey, listen, still have the possibility of above average temperatures through the 13th and maybe lasting all the way through the 17th with either below average or more seasonable weather a little bit further to our west. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that. All right. Here we go. Let's talk tropics right now, right? We're talking about a record storm. Hurricane Beryl was a Category 5. The first time this early in the season this has ever happened. Typically, we get those 5s later in the season when the waters really start to warm up, but not the case with Beryl. However, Beryl is expected to weaken. Now, the latest projection from the National Hurricane Center says Friday morning, in just a few days, could be maybe a Category 2 as it nears the Yucatan Peninsula, where Belize and Cancun are. Okay, and then as it moves its way into the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of Campeche, and then maybe the Gulf of Mexico, does it re-strengthen? Well, those waters are warm, so as it gets back into those open waters, it could re-strengthen back from a tropical storm to a Category 1 hurricane. And then somewhere along the Mexican plateau, along the eastern parts of Mexico. But notice the further north it has started to work, right? So now it's looking like South Texas will at least get the effects of some heavy rainfall associated with it. But there are two scenarios to talk about, and that's why we have the cone of uncertainty from the National Hurricane Center. And looking at the latest models, GFS versus the Euro. Euro keeps it down into Mexico. GFS takes it into Texas. So here we go. Upper level ridge, a little bit stronger across the southeast and a little bit further west, pushes, these are our steering winds, pushes the hurricane more so into Mexico. But the other scenario is a weaker ridge of high pressure and maybe further east that will allow that storm to curve its way north. And therefore, will be working its way towards Texas. So right around Corpus Christi area, South Texas, Del Rio. So places like that, it may be in the path of the storm system. And again, possibly as a tropical storm, maybe a Category 1 hurricane. So TBD on this one. We're still plenty of days away. That would be through the weekend into Sunday, basically, is the time frame that we're talking about that storm. So as I mentioned, make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's 100% free. If you don't have it, go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search East TN Weather, all one word. It's all the weather you need for us here in East Tennessee. Your daily forecast updates, 1 minute with Witcher, right here. Wake Up with Witcher. You can watch right there on your cell phone. A lot of you have been saying on social media, hey, I wish, or even on the chat, I wish we could comment in Wake Up with Witcher or during the live broadcast through the app itself. And yes, I do too. Unfortunately, you have to go to social media for that. So YouTube and or Facebook. So Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page, and or the East Tennessee Weather YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed or put on the bell for the YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. Just go smash that subscribe button. All right, so how's everyone going? Betty says prayers to everyone in the path. Yeah, Jamaica, the conditions will continue to deteriorate in Jamaica throughout the day today. So maybe not necessarily a direct bullseye to Jamaica, but definitely a close one for sure. And as a Category 3 or 4 hurricane, this is not going to be good news for Jamaica later on today. Eva says she's going to be sleeping through the fireworks. Well, that's no fun. I love fireworks. They've been going off every day for the last 2 to 3 days. Do you have your cup of coffee? Do you have iced coffee this morning or is it hot coffee? Mine's now cold, but it's still coffee. Ooh, that's a good idea, Brian. Brian says he's heading off to the ice rink to beat the heat. That's not a bad place to be. Actually, if you're looking for something to do, if you have kids and want to beat the summertime heat, you're tired of the splash pads or the swimming pools or the lakes, maybe go for some ice skating. Sounds pretty good. Remember, Ober has that. We've got some in and around. Hopefully, do you have any in your communities? I know there's one in Knoxville, but I don't know about every county if they have one. Good morning, AJ. Glad you could join us this morning. Let's see. There we go. Good idea. Felicia says, by the way, if you're going to the fireworks festival tomorrow in downtown Knoxville, Henley Street and Gay Street bridges are going to be closed. And so you have to find a different way to get around into downtown. Well, Tammy, I'm glad you're sleeping in. My family's sleeping in as well. Well, the reason why we're sleeping in this morning, while they are sleeping in, I'm not, is, we've had an incident with the puppies. My wife wakes up. When I woke up this morning, it was like, what's that smell? We had an incident in the middle of the night. And then my older son comes in because he heard us getting up and trying to clean everything up this morning at 3:30. Thank you very much. And he's like, I think she did something in my room too. We look under his bed, and sure enough, So we had a big old mess to clean up now. My kids are sleeping on the couch and the wife went back to bed. If it's not one thing, it's another. What's up, Sandy? How are you this morning? It's a great picture, great photo of you. We've got Stephen Moore joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Stephen. Did you guys grab the forecast already? We've already went through the forecast. Hopefully you saw all that as a lot of folks are starting to come in. We've got some new folks joining us this morning. Hot black coffee for Kat Watson this morning. That's what mine is too. Well, it was hot and black, but now it's cold and black. That's a good idea, Tom. Take care of your pets. Do your animals, do your pets get nervous during the fireworks festivities? Mine don't seem to have a problem with it. These new dogs. I've not had dogs that have done it, but some do. Some do. And that's where those thunder shirts come in handy. Because maybe if your dogs are scared of fireworks, they're probably scared of thunderstorms as well, right? It's usually the case. Usually the case, right? Let's see. Roseanne's joining us this morning. Good morning. She's waiting in line for your iced frappe. Ooh, that sounds amazing this morning. That's a good idea. Iced coffee, iced frappes. Now you're making me hungry for something like that. Now I want something like that. That sounds amazing. But thanks for joining us, Roseanne. Angela's joining us as well. Is Saturday going to be a washout? That is when my family is having our 4th of July. I think the first half of the day, not a washout. I don't think it's going to be a washout. But do we have a chance for those good solid showers and thunderstorms and some much needed rain? Yes, we do. We do. Join in tomorrow. We'll have a better update on how this is all playing out as we get it closer to the weekend, as we get into the short range model forecast. But we'll have a better idea then. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, Angela. But yes, it does look like showers and thunderstorms will be with us for our Saturday. Sunday is likely to be the best day of the weekend. It's gonna be a little bit more, a little bit cooler, a little bit drier. Not a lot, kind of negligible at this point of the game. But, anyways, are you asking what my favorite coffee is, Cameron? Black coffee. I do love iced coffee. I try to keep it. I stopped drinking. I had a problem back in the day. I think my wife's got a picture of it. I used to love coffee creamer, like love it. Like my wife's like, literally, that doesn't even look like coffee anymore. Then I stopped drinking. It took me a while to go from coffee creamer, like super sweet, to black coffee. But I can't tell you the last time I've had coffee creamer in my coffee. And I like to do probably my favorite coffee is a double dirty chai. Double hot or cold, doesn't matter. Double dirty. What does that mean? That's 4 shots, by the way. Well, at some coffee shops only put 1 shot of espresso in if you do a dirty chai. I think it's not Honeybee. Oh, there's another one in town. Blanking on the name. Oh, K-Brew. They actually put 2 shots into their chais if you want it dirty. And I'm like, can you make that a double? She's like, that's 4 shots, right? And I go, yeah. Yeah, I know these things. Good morning, Pat. She said, my puppies have been having incidents past couple days, blaming it on the neighborhood fireworks. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that is the case. I don't know. You want to know a little bit more about me? I've not been ice skating since high school. And the reason why is Sadie Hawkins, when the girls asked the guys to a date, our dates actually took a group of guys in high school, took us to an ice rink. Went to an ice rink, and then we were going to go to dinner, and then we were going to go to the dance. That was the whole thing. And then snowmobiling the next day. They had this huge thing planned for like a 24-hour period, right? And so we were ice skating. My friend was teaching me how to hockey stop, and I can ski. I know how to hockey stop on skis or whatnot. And I was trying to learn how to hockey stop, and I couldn't do it. And I skated, I caught my edge, and I flew forward. Next thing you know, I was bleeding. I don't know if you probably can't see it anymore. You can see it up close, but right here, I slipped my eye open, and ended up I missed the dinner, missed the dance, because I was in the hospital getting stitches. So I've not been ice skating since. The next day, we did go snowmobiling, and I did go, but my face hurt bad. Big old slice right here. So I have a big old scar right here. I've had stitches probably, I don't know. I've had stitches probably more times than I can count. I've had it on my ear, my finger, my chin, my eye. Sliced my head from here to here as a kid. Didn't get stitches on that. I had a compression bandage, actually. I was dared to climb a windmill, like in somebody's backyard. It wasn't windy. The wind picked up as I got to the top. Zoop, sliced my head right open. And then, of course, I've got pictures because about 3 days before kindergarten started, this was before kindergarten, by the way. About 3 days before kindergarten started, I was supposed to get my compression bandage taken off my head. And I was like, no way. Absolutely not. I'm taking that off today. I'm wearing this baby to school to show my friends my summertime war wounds. And I did. The things that we do as kids, right? So no, I don't ice skate. That's back to the ice skating thing. Saturday is my car club's car show in Jefferson City. If you're looking for something to do, Mossy Oak Cruisers. This is cool. At the American Book Company, the old Magnavox plant, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., all for charity. Everybody's welcome. Shameless plug. I'm glad. That's not a shameless plug. That's what we do, Chris. You name the events, and I call them out. I'm not partial to one or the other. And it's nice to learn about these things because if you're looking for something to do and you're like, I don't know, what are we going to do this weekend? Well, now we go. Chris gave us an idea, a car show. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. In Jefferson City, Mossy Oak Cruisers are going to be there. We've got David on here. Good morning, David. Welcome to Wake Up with Witcher. Not sure I've seen you before. Glad you could join us. Haven't seen you in Costco for a while, sir. Because you don't need to go to Costco every day. But and our freezer is full. Can't put anything else in there. Maybe toilet paper and paper towels soon. But if you see me, David, say hi. And always good to chat with you. Angela says, we need the rain so you won't complain. Well, I know. And it is the season, you know. At least we're not talking about any major severe weather or anything like that. Your dog's not scared of fireworks, noises, or storms. That's awesome. He's a long-haired Chihuahua. You should post a picture through the East Tennessee Weather app and Witcher's Pictures. Cheryl, I'd love to see what your long-haired Chihuahua looks like. Kimberly says, Creamer Yuck Black is the best. It is. But it's the best if you drink good coffee. That's why I don't do Keurigs. I think it tastes like hot cardboard, really, to be honest with you. Tammy's drinking hot coffee. Drink coffee with Splenda and creamer, and I drink it caffeine-free Diet Coke, too. Perfect. Ooh, that's a good idea, Cheryl. Drinking cold brew coffee with a little Premier Protein shake in it. That sounds like it's good. That's actually a good idea. You trust me, Kimberly. You learn something about me every single day here on the program. I tell too many stories, probably, to be honest. Where are you going, Tom? You can't say we have a big trip at the end of the month. Where are you going? Brenda, I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day as well. By the way, for those of you that are new to the platform, Wake Up with Witchers, Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. We get right to work with the forecast, and then we move right along. Speaking of moving right along, this is also what we do. No, we don't just play music. We have dance parties. We do traffic. We do traffic too, but there are no incidents out there this morning, so nothing to slow anybody down, so we won't waste your time. Shall we talk about this morning's National Calendar Day? All right, so today's national calendar is International Plastic Bag Free Day. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. That's amazing. Everyone always makes fun of me at the grocery stores. I'm like, hey, listen, when I go to the grocery store, this is what I tell them, the baggers. I said, listen, put everything and as much as you can in one bag. And then they try to double bag it. I go, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. We're like, sir, it's going to break. I go, if it breaks, it breaks. Then I pick everything up and I'm okay with that. But literally, this plastic bag is going from the grocery store to my car to my house, and then recycled. Hopefully not thrown away. But I'm not a big fan of like plastic bags. And you know, in Colorado, they actually charge you 10 cents a bag. I think they do that in California. Actually, I don't think California allows them now. Colorado, they charge you now 10 cents a bag if you want plastic bags. Not a bad idea. These plastic bags are everywhere, right? Terrible for the oceans and the waters and the rivers and the lakes and the streams and our environment as well. So anyway, so I it doesn't matter what it is. They're like, well, yeah, but your meat's going to be touching this. I don't care. It does not matter to me. I'll be fine. We will survive. Anyways, that's my story for the morning. National Fried Clam Day. Not bad. Do you like fried clams? I like fried clams. It's a New England thing. National Chocolate Wafer Day. Yuck. I don't really like wafers. Don't really like chocolate myself. Maybe you do. I do not. National Eat Your Beans Day. Beans, the musical fruit. I will stop. Where's my trombone when I need it? Here we go. Yeah, let's not do that. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Beans, the musical fruit. Now it's going to be stuck in your head all day. You're welcome. National Beans Day. Love beans. Black beans, pinto beans, refried beans. Lentil beans are good. They're healthy too, high protein. And National Compliment Your Mirror Day. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the goofiest of them all? Me. That's all we have this morning, folks. Oh, we do have some good photos, though. Got some good photos to share with you as well. So we share photos. If you've uploaded those through the Witcher's Pictures link, let's show you some awesome photos. Had a great day. Cherokee Lake this morning fishing. This was yesterday morning. Thanks to Deborah Bryant. Deborah Bryant sharing this through the Witcher's Pictures link in the East Tennessee Weather app. I need to fix my screen so I can actually... That's cool, though. We'll just cover my face. Ain't nobody want to see my face anyways. Great photo from Deborah this morning from Cherokee Lake. A lake I've never been on, by the way. Lisa Gibson had a beautiful Seymour sunrise. How about this one? This one's a gorgeous one. By the way, is that not beautiful? Just relaxing. You can hear the birds chirping, the cicadas making noise. Watch all the animals run around town. That just is like a nice, refreshing morning, right? Nice, refreshing looking, I should say. We had another good one. Let's see. This was from Melinda from Lanier. Not quite sure if I showed you this yesterday or not, but we're going to show it anyways because it's gorgeous. How about that one? Beautiful. Beautiful one. She says this was the sunset in Lanier on July 1st. Okay, yeah, we did show that one yesterday. But anyways, that's what we got through the Witcher's Pictures link. By the way, if you don't know how to access Witcher's Pictures link, let me show you how to do that. Because if you open up the East Tennessee Weather app, again, you have your daily forecast weather updates. And don't forget about the 1 minute with Witcher, right? You have your extended daily forecast update. This morning's is a long one because I talked about tropics and heat advisory or the heat and whatnot. But if you only have 1 minute of your time, give me 1 minute of your time, I should say, and you can watch Witcher's 1 minute weather. It literally is 1 minute long, and you get everything you need to know, and it's shot vertically, so you can watch it right there on your cell phone. So don't forget to do that. Quick little tip and trick with the East Tennessee Weather app. Click the orange T in on the white lightning bolt top left-hand side of the screen. That will take you back to the homepage. Remember, we got the WDVX Summer Nights concert series. That's coming up again very shortly. So if you click on that, you can find all the information on that. Yes, we are 21 years old. But the next one, by the way, I wanted to give a big shout out. The next one is July 10th. So this would be next Wednesday, a week from today. We will be at Yeehaw Brewing Company for the WDVX Summer Concert Series. So I'll be broadcasting live out there on Facebook, and you'll be able to get all your weather information. And come on down and join the fun. It's literally bluegrass and Americana music. A lot of great stuff there. You can also access the hurricane information. Let's see if it's populating today. It wasn't yesterday. Let's see if it's there. Nope, it's still not populating. But you can actually put on the hurricane tracks from National Hurricane Center. But then you go all the way down. Got a daily blog there as well. Finishing it up this morning. Haven't finished it up yet, but you can go in and get climate data. I'm putting hurricane data information on there. You get a little write-up. You get your 7-day forecast. But again, the climate stuff is really good if you want to keep up on climate, where we've been for rainfall and whatnot. The 24-hour channel, where we are right now, is right there. And then they go all the way down to Witcher's Pictures, and you click on that. You can submit a photo or take a photo, and it uploads right to the East Tennessee Weather platform, where I can show those, as I have this morning on the platform as well. So good stuff. All right, so who else we have on here? Anybody else new? There we go, Kat. There you go, BFF. Can you show us some pictures of you growing up? You don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that, Kimberly. Good for you, Cheryl. Good for you. Reusable shopping bags, yeah, they're good too. We don't all the time. We do have them. We forget to take them to the grocery store with us all the time. By the way, the time is 7:35 in case you need to leave the house. But when you go to the store, I put my freezer and refrigerator stuff together, and they still don't bag them together. I don't really care. Nope, I've not been to Cherokee Lake, and I've not been on Douglas Lake. Tammy, we sure hope you have a great day. Betty's got to go. Be safe. Have a great day, Betty. Paul Prater's joining us this morning. What's up? What's up, Prater? Of course, you want to see my childhood photos? No, you don't. I'll see if I can bring one up for you here. I don't know if I have any on here. I do somewhere on my computer. So fire away the questions and see if I can't find one of me. Surely I posted one to Facebook not too long ago because somebody had sent me one as a little kid. And they're like, look what I found in my house. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I look like a little weenie. I was a little weenie. I was teeny tiny. Not big now either, but I was teeny tiny. We're going to go through these photos here and see if I can't find any. I don't know if I have any. I mean, the further I go down into Facebook, the younger I become. So that's always fun. Oh boy, Witcher, you've aged so not gracefully. Here's a cool shot of me wakeboarding. See if that will show up. I was wakeboarding in downtown Knoxville. How about that one? That was like 100 years ago. That was fun. Oh, I should have posted these. Should have posted these for the baseball team. How about these? These are cool. This is my first son, Kipton. We had him. Let's see if I can't pull another one up for you. I'm going through Facebook now, so now, aren't those awesome? That's when he was a baby. Just a little wee baby. I should have posted those. So throwback to when my kid was a young and a UT fan back in the day. True story. I don't know if I have any, Kimberly, that I have access to. Here's my first TV station. Let's see if I can make that bigger. If I can. Here's my first TV station. This is when I left my first TV station. So that was my last day at KJCT TV, Channel 8 in Grand Junction, Colorado. And so that guy right there, the chief meteorologist right there on the screen, he actually ended up working with me. I got him hired on at Weather Nation when I went to Weather Nation TV in Denver, Colorado. So we got to work together again, and we actually took that same photo at Weather Nation TV, which is really, really funny. But look how scrawny I was. What a weenie. Now we're just reminiscing through photos, I guess. I was trying to find one. I had one on here from like way back in the day. I do have some actually out in the other house, or actually in my house. Remember I told you that my mom brought me a bunch of boxes, and in those are all of my middle school, elementary school, and I think high school photos. So like the annual photos that we would take, those are all in there. So yeah, maybe I can show those to you someday. I don't have any. My wife and I were Smurf and Smurfette, and Papa Smurf and Smurfette one year for Halloween. So there we go. Yep, just a wee old little baby back in the day. Yeah, I don't have any. Nope. Don't have any for you this morning. Sorry. I had one posted somewhere. Maybe that was it. Nope. Anyways, I digress. Thanks for sticking with me while I look through, reminisce through photos. Thanks to Kimberly asking for photos of when I was a little kid. You're welcome. I got nothing else. Sorry. Get them out of the box, Kimberly says. Get them out of the box. They're out of the box. They're in my house. They're not in the studio. Nah, I don't know about that. Holy crap, the Smurfs. I'm ready. I'm ready, Kimberly. What's up, Vincent? How are you, buddy? Say good morning to the family for me, will you? Are you enjoying your pontoon boat? When are you coming down? Come down the river and come pick me up. When are we going on the lake? That's to Vince. Vince is a good friend of mine. Yeah, I don't think Kimberly, I'm sorry. I tried to find one for you, but no go. You saw me flying. And yep, I look like my kids. My kids look like me. Everyone's like, yeah, your kid, those are your kids. That's for sure. Well, I hope so. I hope they're my kids. Oh, I think I found it. Hold on. Kimberly, you may be in luck. You may be in luck. I was looking through the wrong thing, so stand by. Let's go outside for a second, though, and take another view from downtown Gatlinburg. Nice view from downtown Gatlinburg. Here's a fun one. There you go. Representing the 4th of July right there. We'll post that tomorrow. We'll be wearing that tomorrow. How about that? Let's see what my Manorville camera is not up and running right now. We'll try to get that back up and running here shortly. That's a live view there from Blount County, by the way. Nice view. Looking off. Look how now the Smoky Mountains are starting to look a little smoky. It's going to become a little bit more hazy today, and a little bit more hazy over the next couple of days as the humidity continues to pick up, and that's going to lead into the hazy conditions around town. Fox Road Marina, beautiful shot there from Fox Road Marina, and a gorgeous boating weather. Remember, it's going to get busy out on the lakes here, and so do practice. Remember, a BUI on a boat is a DUI. So watch out, be careful on the water. This is the time of year that people get hurt. And so you got to use practice safety as well. And a look there from the East Tennessee weather camera, looking off to the south. That's the southwest, really. And so a nice view there. But one of my favorite cameras is literally, this is one of my favorites so far. This is one of the best views of East Tennessee. Got a couple more coming your way here soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Of course, I'll be posting that on social media. Remember that photo of that chief meteorologist I just showed you? This was at Weather Nation. So this was like literally 20 years later. 20 years later. Isn't that funny? We took the same photo. So here we go. I'll do back-to-back photos. Here we go. Isn't that funny? That's it. That was like 20 years apart. We got to work together again, which is really, really cool and really fun to do. Isn't that funny? We're like, why would we not take it in front of a green screen? Katrina, have a great day. Good morning from Kingsport. Steve's joining us this morning from Kingsport. Good morning to you. I was trying to find a photo for Kimberly, but we've gone through the forecast. We've gone through the holidays. There are 0 traffic issues out there this morning. And so no major issues. It's going to be hot and muggy. Again, we're going to wrap up the show here in just a second. Kimberly, if I can find it before the show ends, I will let you know, or I'll throw it on the screen. But, listen, I just hope that you have a wonderful and safe day. If you are going to be celebrating the 4th of July, remember to practice safety first. It's busy out there. A lot of folks are going to be traveling. Heat safety, got to have that because the heat is going to continue to build. Today is the first day. Over the next 3 days, we really start that process today that you're going to really start to notice the heat and humidity build its way on into the area. We're talking heat index values pushing close to 100 degrees throughout the day today, and could be near 105 down across the Southern Valley as we get into the day tomorrow, and also as we wrap up the week. But as we get into the upcoming weekend, we are talking about a little bit more seasonable weather to work our way. So that should bring us more average weather, which will be fairly nice. Nope, Kimberly, you're out of luck. I don't have a photo of me back in the day. This was on top of not Klingman's Dome, but Look Rock. This was probably, I don't know, a long time ago. Long time ago when we get out and do some hiking. A little bit more than we do now. Ah, man. Hey, don't forget, by the way, this morning's Wake Up with Witcher is sponsored by Volunteer Home Mortgage. If you're looking for a mortgage, looking for a second home, looking to refi, maybe give Jerry and her team a call at 865-238-7500. It's 865-238-7500. She can help you out. They're available 7 days a week. And so if you have any mortgage questions or anything like that, they will definitely be able to help you out. So make sure you give my friends over there a call and help support the local businesses that are supporting yet another local business around East Tennessee. All right, it's 7:46 right now. We sure hope you have a great day. Have a great 4th. I will be broadcasting live tomorrow morning for Wake Up with Witcher. So yes, I know it's a holiday, but it's an evening holiday. It's not like Christmas or anything like that. So we'll be broadcasting Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. So join us for the live broadcast starting at 7 o'clock. Go join on social media. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to everything that you see on social media as well. It really just helps the platform build as we continue to grow. Upload your photos to the Witcher's Pictures link. I showed you how to do that. And of course, share. If you love the East Tennessee Weather platform, make sure you share that with all your friends and family members, coworkers, and the like. And do just be safe as we get into the weekend. All right, we've got a very long forecast ahead. This is going to be a 6-minute forecast. 6-minute forecast this morning. But again, if you missed any of it, we'll walk you through the heat. Today, tomorrow, the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Yay, some much-needed rain is on the way. Talk about the tropics, the Climate Prediction Center. So kick back, relax, enjoy your cup of hot coffee or cold coffee this morning, cold brew or frappe, iced frappe. Doesn't matter what it is. Be safe, be kind to each other. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. See you soon, my friends.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great Wednesday. It's going to be, well, another hot, muggy day around East Tennessee. Kind of a broken record here, but the humidity and the heat continue to build. Actually, as we get into the day today, it's going to be actually a little bit more humid than what it was yesterday, and that's going to be the story as we get into our Thursday and Friday as well. Let's talk about your almanac data from yesterday. We did make it to 92 degrees in Knoxville after a morning low of 65, 85 in Crossville, 93 in Chattanooga, and 89 degrees in Tri-City. So when you look at the average temperatures, it was a fairly average day. And the humidity was starting to build yesterday, but that's really going to be the story here over the next couple of days, and we continue that process throughout the day today. So when you look at your forecast for the day today, for the day ahead, I should say, we're going to be in the mid-80s by lunchtime. Our goal today is going to be in the low 90s, and it's going to be plenty of sunshine. So the UV index is going to be on the high side again here throughout the day today. So if you're out to the pools or the lakes, something to keep in mind. Lather everybody up. Now, again, as I mentioned, temperatures will be a little bit warmer today than what we were yesterday. We'll go low to mid-90s, but then you factor in the humidity, and we're talking forecast heat index values throughout the day today, pushing close to 100 degrees. And again, we didn't have that yesterday, but we will have that more so today, and we'll do it again throughout the day tomorrow. So your evening forecast, well, we just don't cool off much into the evening hours. Even by 8 o'clock here tonight, we're still going to hang on to right around 90, and then we'll be in the mid-80s by 10 o'clock this evening. So it's going to be a very warm and muggy afternoon and evening as well. Now, as we get into our Thursday and Friday, we've been talking about it all week long. We do have a cold front on the way, and that cold front's going to spill in some much-needed rain, a good opportunity for some of us to see some rain, but we also may see a chance for a couple of isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So let's walk you through our Futurecast model. As we head through the day today, we're going to be on the quiet and dry side, so I'm not going to show you a Futurecast today, but we'll pick up our timeline on Thursday morning, 4th of July. If you happen to have outdoor plans, a lot of us are going to be out and about, whether it be the pools or the lakes or heading down to the festival on the 4th in downtown Knoxville or your communities, just something to keep in mind. So by lunchtime, I don't think we'll see a whole lot of activity. As we get into the afternoon, again, I don't think that we have a lot of thunderstorm activity on board. Here's 3 o'clock in the day on Thursday for the 4th of July. Here comes our storms. And again, for the Cumberland Plateau, the Northern Valley, Tennessee-Kentucky border, likely to see the best chance for seeing some showers and thunderstorms. So through Thursday, you can clearly see that we don't have a huge opportunity for a lot of rain for most of us. So I don't anticipate a lot of activity on the 4th of July. It is going to continue to be on the hot side, so we'll stay right there in the low to mid-90s. Heat index values will be a little bit hotter on Thursday on the 4th of July. Let me go back to that, than what it will be throughout the day today due to the fact that dew points continue to climb on up. So once again, we'll have heat index values possibly pushing about 105 or so across the Southern Valley. So incredibly hot weather for the 4th of July. And again, not a huge chance for a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity. So your fireworks forecast for the 4th of July, it's going to be a toasty one. By 8 o'clock, we're right around 89. By 10 o'clock, still in the mid 80s. But again, the dew points are going to be up, so it's going to be very, very humid. So practice that heat safety for the next couple of days. Now, Friday into Saturday, just a sliver of a chance for maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Not expecting much there as well. But the cold front will spill in a better opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms Friday into Saturday. We'll kind of shut that down Sunday, Monday, and then ramp it back up again on into next Tuesday. But not much relief. Let me show you the big picture. This is how it all plays out. Here's a frontal boundary. High pressure anchored across the eastern seaboard. And so no rainfall throughout the day today. Cold front's going to spell in some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley today and tomorrow. So if you have any travel plans to our north, up 75, you may run into a better chance for showers and storms. Cold front starts to kind of lifts off to our north, but then as we get into our Thursday, a few showers and a few thunderstorms possible. Here comes the cold front that's going to spill in a better chance for showers and storms as we get into Friday and even into Saturday as well. So there's Friday morning, running through Friday afternoon. And again, there's that chance for showers and thunderstorms. So thank goodness that we're going to finally see some much needed rain around the area. When you look at your forecast rainfall accumulations around the region, heaviest rain is going to be across the Great Plains, upper Midwest, the Ohio Valley. But some much needed rain will swing its way into the area with that cold front as we get into our Friday. So Friday does bring us some relief. Now let me show you the big picture and talk about the story ahead, because high pressure in the upper parts of the atmosphere is anchored across the southeastern coastline. There is a trough. This is going to be the trough that helps to push that cold front into our area. So high pressure will kind of weaken and kind of slide its way, flatten out a little bit anyways, as that trough moves its way in to our north, helping to bring us some relief when it comes to precipitation. But it doesn't necessarily bring us relief from the heat, and I'll show you your 7-day forecast coming up in just a moment. Dew points. Dew points are going to really soar here over the next couple of days, and that's why the humidity increases. That's why we're going to see the heat index values pushing close to 100 degrees. Cold front will spill in some slightly drier air as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So we will see a little break in our dew points heading into the upcoming weekend. All the way through Friday and Saturday, dew points in the 70s, I should say Sunday, Monday timeframe is really when we'll start to see those dew points come down just a little bit. So Sunday, Monday will be very similar to today and tomorrow, but notice Friday, Saturday, dew points climb into the low to mid 70s, and that's what's going to bring us incredible heat index values. So again, if you have travel plans around the region, excessive heat is going to continue to break out across the southern Mississippi River Valley and across much of our region. Heading into Saturday, we'll start to see a little bit of break in that activity, and we'll do it again on into our Sunday as well. So we will see a little break from the extreme heat index values as we get into the weekend. Temperature-wise, a little bit more seasonable weather as well. So Saturday through next Tuesday, temperatures will be in the upper 80s to right around 90 versus the low to mid 90s that we'll have from now through Friday. Low temperatures will stay right there into the 70s for the most part. A little bit warmer morning lows as we get into our Friday and Saturday as well. And then more seasonable low temperatures as we get into our Sunday through next Wednesday timeframe. And looking ahead though, still looking at the possibility. Maybe some average temperatures from the 9th through the 13th, but it doesn't last long. It still looks like we're trending to be above average all the way through the first half of July. So incredibly hot weather on the way. Let's talk tropics for a moment. This is a long weather forecast, but again, we do have a couple of scenarios going on. So let me show you the path of Category now 4 Hurricane Beryl that continues to work its way through the Caribbean Ocean into the Yucatan Peninsula by Friday morning. And then where it goes from there, there's some uncertainties. The model forecasts, one model has it lifting to the north, one kind of keeps it on track across parts of Mexico. So let's talk about scenario number 1. Upper level high pressure, stronger and a little bit further west, would keep that storm down into Mexico and maybe not pushing its way further to the north into Texas. But if that's a little bit different, if upper level high pressure is weaker and further east, it actually is going to help to push this thing over to Texas. And so Texas is not out of the woods when we're talking about Hurricane Beryl, although it is expected to weaken as it moves its way towards Mexico and possibly maybe re-strengthen if it goes back into the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll keep you posted on that. Whew. Lots going on here around East Tennessee and much of the world, if you will. All right, by the way, stay on top of the latest weather forecast. Listen, if you're going to be heading out to your 4th of July festivities, heading off to the pools, we do have that chance for some showers and thunderstorms by the end of the week. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's 100% free. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Have a great day. Again, practice that heat safety if you're going to be spending extended amounts of time outdoors, and wear plenty of sunscreen, grab some shade, and plenty of water as well. Enjoy your day.